This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Whether you're selling a little or a lot, Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. From the launch your online shop stage, all the way to the we just hit 1 million orders stage. No matter what stage you're in, Shopify's there to help you grow. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/special offer, all lowercase. That's shopify.com/special offer.
The IKEA Business Network is now open for small businesses and entrepreneurs. Join for free today to get access to interior design services to help you make the most of your workspace, employee well-being benefits to help you and your people grow, and amazing discounts on travel, insurance, and IKEA purchases, deliveries, and more. Take your small business to the next level when you sign up for the IKEA Business Network for free today by searching IKEA Business Network.
This is Optimal Finance Daily, 8 important things that are missing from your budget by Kumiko of thebudgetmom.com. And I'm your host and personal finance enthusiast, Diana Merriam. Now let's get right to it as we optimize your life. 8 important things that are missing from your budget by Kumiko of thebudgetmom.com. It happens all the time. You're a couple months into your new budget, and then all of a sudden, you've blown it. You're sitting there wondering where your money went and how you didn't see this coming. You need to set yourself up for success from the start, and that means making sure you're including these items in your budget. Number 1, gifts. Budgeting is all about planning. It's vital that you plan ahead and include gift giving in your budget. You need to be aware of upcoming birthdays, holidays, and special occasions. They happen like clockwork, and you need to have money set aside to cover the costs. No, I don't mean pulling the money out of savings. How much did you spend on Christmas gifts last year? Are there birthdays that you spend money on time and time again? To determine the amount you need to set aside monthly, you need to investigate your spending habits from the previous year. To figure out reoccurring birthdays, get a good idea of how much you spent on holiday gifts last year and total the amount. Then divide the total paid by 12 to get a monthly budget amount. Number 2, clothes. If you have children, this is an essential item that needs to be included in your budget. They wear an outfit once and then they outgrow it by the next week. Seasons also change and they'll need new clothes for school. That doesn't mean you can forget about yourself. You need to account for necessities like undergarments and socks in your budget. When it comes to purchasing clothes in bulk, like back-to-school clothes, look at your total spending by going through old financial statements for the last 12 to 18 months. That'll give you a good idea of how much you spend annually, and you can spread the cost over 12 months. You will deposit this amount in your clothing cash envelope. Number 3, home maintenance. Owning a home can be costly. Things break and need to be replaced. The lawn needs upkeep and flowers need to be replanted. Are you budgeting monthly for these expenses? Keep in mind, even if you don't own a home, you still need to be putting money aside monthly. I live in an apartment, and I know all too well about needing money for house maintenance, like the new vacuum I bought last week. Here are some common home expenses. Insurance, home or renters. Taxes. Furnishings or window treatments. Even in an apartment, you need to have privacy. Utilities. Maintenance and repair, like my new vacuum. Pest control. Garden and lawn care. Sewer and trash service. There are many different ways to budget for maintaining your home. Some people swear by the 1% rule, which suggests that 1% of the purchase price of your home should be set aside each year for ongoing maintenance. I'm not a fan of this method. Each home is unique. The market where you bought your home makes a difference, and there are many different independent variables. The best way to budget for home maintenance is by taking inventory of the things that might need to be replaced and dividing their value by 12. That's the amount you need to save each year. How much did you spend on lawn care last year? You need to set money aside monthly to cover those expenses. My rule of thumb: save enough money to make you feel secure. If you know your roof is old and needs to be replaced in a couple of years, get an estimate and start saving money monthly. Worried about an appliance breaking? Set enough money aside that allows you to sleep better at night. Number 4, medical expenses. Budgeting for your monthly premiums isn't enough. There are always items that aren't covered by insurance. Copays and deductibles can add up, and it can put a strain on your budget if you aren't prepared. Make sure you're adding regular dental and doctor visits to your calendar and plan accordingly. Number 5, memberships and subscriptions. If you're a member of Amazon Prime or Costco, you have a yearly membership fee you need to plan for. Save monthly for these expenses by taking the annual membership fees and dividing by 12. Don't forget to include things like magazine subscriptions, gym memberships, or box services, like food services or health and beauty subscriptions. Number 6, entertainment money. Just because you're creating a budget doesn't mean you can't have fun while doing it. If you completely deprive yourself while trying to spend less and save more, you will fail. The truth is, you can still do the things that you enjoy, like going to the movies, enjoying a date night, or traveling. You just have to plan for it. This is where you get to decide what's important to you. Consider setting some money aside each month so you can do the things that matter without going into debt or busting your budget. Number 7, pet supplies. Pets are part of the family, at least in my home they are. We're in love with our guinea pig, Penny, but she's expensive. She's only the size of my hand, but she eats like she's the size of a dump truck. Make sure you have food, toys, and grooming included in your monthly pet costs. It's easier to keep track of your pet expenses if it has its own category. This also makes it easier to see if you can afford to add a new furry friend to your family. And number 8, haircuts and beauty. If you're like me, quality is always more important than price in this category. I'm willing to spend a little more for my hair appointments, as long as I know it gets done the way I want it to and the products they use are high quality. I get my hair done about every 6 months, which is fewer than most. I do have highlights, but one way I save money is by keeping my highlights close to my regular hair color. This allows me to go longer in between hair appointments without worrying about grow out. How often do you get these services done? I spend about $100 every time I go to the salon, which is about $200 every year. I take that amount and divide by 12. Sometimes I'm not sure when I need to go in, so I'll budget my money a couple of months prior. For example, I usually know I need to go to the salon a couple of months ahead, so I will set aside $50 every month for 2 months to cover my hair appointment. Don't forget to include things like nail polish, massages, or special beauty products. You just listened to the post titled 8 Important Things That Are Missing from Your Budget by Kumiko of thebudgetmom.com, and I'll be right back with my commentary.
This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Whether you're selling a little or a lot, Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. From the launch your online shop stage, all the way to the we just hit 1 million orders stage. No matter what stage you're in, Shopify's there to help you grow. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/special offer, all lowercase. That's shopify.com/special offer.
Make this new school year an opportunity for your kids to learn important life skills with Greenlight. Greenlight is a debit card and money app for families where kids learn how to save, invest, and spend wisely, while parents keep an eye on kids' money habits. Greenlight also helps families get into their fall routine with a chores feature that lets parents assign chores and pay kids allowance when they check them off. Get your first month free at greenlight.com/Spotify. Greenlight.com/Spotify.
When you first start budgeting, it could seem like expenses keep sneaking up on you and derailing your budget. But this is likely because they aren't regular monthly costs. Certain things come up once per year or not on a regular cadence, so they don't fit neatly into your monthly budgeting exercise. Many people will track 1 month of spending and create a budget from there, which is a good start for sure. But as you get better with financial planning and money management, reviewing an entire year or 18 months of spending will give you a more accurate picture of your financial needs and the various expenses you want to get ahead of with budgeting. I also think a solid emergency fund can help with this. While certain expenses do seem to hit you out of nowhere, we all know they're lurking in our unseen future. So in a way, we can expect the unexpected. You can plan for the unexpected with an emergency fund and not feel bad about paying for the surprise vet visit or new car battery because this is in your budget in the form of an emergency fund. I've read a lot about sinking funds for future expenses. So for example, a car maintenance fund or a house maintenance fund. But personally, I've just always kept a stash of money in a savings account to pay for whatever might come up. And that'll do it for today. Have a great day and rest of your weekend. And I'll see you tomorrow as usual, where your optimal life awaits.